And I'm Nuttso, Tupac Outlawz, man. Keisha Cole, brother, man. Doing it live, man, here at 89.9 FM, man. KCRH Radio, man. Kicking it live, man. Call in, request them songs, man, from Nuttso, man. Like You, featuring Chris Brown, Parlay Star, Kevin McCall, man, you know what I mean? Call in also, you can find Ghetto Star, Nuttso, featuring Tupac. You can also find Ghetto Child, featuring Keisha Cole, man. Call in, man, and request them hits, man. If you ain't liking none of them features that I just mentioned, man, you're plain hating, man, you know what I mean?
What's your links, man? How we find you?
Man, throw up the links, and you can find the links, man, on Twitter at Nuttso Outlaw, Nuttso Outlaw, man. You can find me on Facebook, that's Nuttso Outlaw. If you can't remember none of that, man, just Google Nuttso, Nuttso, man. And if you misspell it, it's gonna ask you, did you mean me? You know what I mean? What's up?
Yeah, what up, Jet Black?
What's up, man? Mr. Jet Black, how you doing, man? Out here tonight supporting my boy Nuttso Outlaw, man. That's all it really is, you know what I'm saying? I'll boss up on another level.
Yeah!
Check it out, man. To y'all that didn't know it was official, man, I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna let my boy, I am the next level. Zoom this in for y'all, man. It's me and Pac Moms, man, you know what I mean? If y'all can zoom that in and see that, man, that's me and Pac Moms, man. That's Miss Afeni Shakar.
Wow,
you know what I mean?
That's what's up.
You know, man, we doing it live, man. We doing it big, man. It's gigantic, man. It's Godzilla, man. It's King Kong.
She freaky and passionate. Baby got a lot of classic grip. Looking like a top model actress chick with a nasty script on some nasty. So here we go, in the dough, pumping all night like a stereo. And baby so fine in my mind, got me thinking about the bump and grind. And don't care where we go, in the rain or in the snow. A backseat ride like a rodeo. And when she come inside, I'll be gripping her tight and I'll be giving her the green light because she go. And if you need to know, she let the juices loose. Get it real wet like juicy fruit. So I'ma do what I do and let her do what she do. Cause this is what I just can't go to pieces. So
hey, what's up, man? What's the name of that song, man?
Nuttso, Outlaw in the building, man.
Yeah!
That's a song with Chris Brown, my boy Parlay Star from LA, Kevin McCall, and it's live, man. Sean Cole the Outlaw.
Sean Cole.
Tupac Outlawz, man. Getting ready for this big event tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Keisha Cole Day, you know what I'm saying?
Keisha
Cole Day Festival, man.
Yeah.
You know, live performance by Keisha Cole,
yeah.
possibly me, you know what I mean? You know, so we just trying to get it in, man, and do something real positive for the community, man.
Yeah.
You know, she got a lot of things going on. It's a free event.
Wow.
Come through, friends, family, and definitely bring the kids. You know what I mean? Because she's doing something real big for the kids. So you know, bring the kids. Don't leave the kids out, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bring the little ones. You know. So later that night, well, the event tomorrow is from 12 to 2.
Okay.
So make sure you know y'all show up at the Frank Ogawa Plaza, downtown Oakland. Y'all make sure y'all show up for that.
Yeah.
Come enjoy yourselves and let the little ones enjoy themselves and you know, everybody gonna have a good time. And then after that we're gonna go do the grown up thing, man.
Yeah.
San Jose, man.
San
you know
Jose
what I mean?
Motif.
At Club Motif Lounge, man. You know what I'm saying? It's 389 First Street in San Jose, California. Y'all come on down, man. It's a guest list. Y'all can call in this radio station and leave your name to get put on the guest list.
Yeah.
But the guest list is $10.
Wow.
From 9 o'clock to 10:30. After 10:30, prices go up to $25.
Let's talk about the history with the Outlawz. Let's go into that. Now, how did it all begin? How did it all start? And what do you guys got going on? And you know, from then to now.
Okay. I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna break it down as quick as I can and get real to the point and get straight to the point.
To the point.
I called MC Hammer one day.
Oh wow.
And I told MC Hammer, I said, "Hey Hammer, I want you to, you know, I want you to manage me." So Ham was like, "Okay, you know, it's all good. I'll give you a call back when I get things popping."
Yeah, yeah.
So probably like about a week, no longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He get back at me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He leave a message on my phone.
MC Hammer.
You know, at the house, and he like, yo, Nuttso, get at me. I got something popping off with Death Row. Tupac want to meet you. He specifically heard your music, and he specifically said he wants you.
What?
So I get into the house, and I'm checking these messages, and as soon as I hear that, I ain't even get a message time enough to finish, man. I called Ham. Ham, what's up, man? I'm here. This me, man. What's happening? You know what's up? So Ham had been calling me all that day, trying to get me on the next flight out. Wow. But by the time I got to the house, there wasn't no more flights out.
Oh.
So I'm like, Ham, what's up, man? What's happening? It's good, it's good. What's up? We on, what's happening? So he was like, oh, man, Tupac, man, been asking about you, man. He like your music, man. He want to meet you personally, man. You know what I'm saying? So first thing in the morning, you get to the airport and catch the first thing smoke. Flew into LAX, got picked up, got checked into a hotel.
Yeah.
I stayed in the hotel all that day. Now I'm blowing Hammer phone up. Ham, what's up, man? I'm here, man. Y'all been calling me, man.
Yeah.
What's happening, man? Get me in the studio. I need to meet him. He was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know, you gotta, you know, we're gonna get into the studio tonight. I said, okay, cool. So that night came. Wow. The car service picked me up.
Yeah.
I pulled up to Can-Am Studios. I'm like, oh man, I'm finna
excited.
Like, oh, wait, hold on. I'm finna really meet Pac. Like, hold on.
That's dope.
So I get into the studio.
What year is this?
This was 96.
Okay, 96.
96. So I get into the studio and Pac was like, yo, man, I love that album. MC Hammer let me hear. Man, I want you to be a part of this, man. Is you rolling with it? I'm like, am I rolling with it? Man, say no more, man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
From then on, Pac took a vibe likening to me. You know what I mean? He heard my music, he was already liking that.
Yeah.
And then once he got to meet me in person, it was like, okay, this dude cool. He real, he from Oakland.
Yeah.
Man, I'm on him.
Yeah.
And I was the same way. I was like, man, before I met Pac, I was like, man, I feel like Pac is like one of my homies on the block that I grew up with, or I felt like he was like a cousin of mine. You know what I mean? Because he, you know, and then when I met him, I was like, man, this dude is real, man.
That's tight.
This one of the realest dudes ever, man, to exist.
So my question to you is, now that you met him and you were you got to kick it and all this stuff, what did you what did you learn from him?
Oh man, I learned so much. You know, because when I got down there, I thought, you know, I had my mindset on, oh, we finna just kick it, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it real. I had my mindset on, oh man, we finna kick it with these females, man. We finna, you know, we finna do this, we finna do that. But then Pac showed me that the times being him was a real productive moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was all about work. It was all about, man, we getting into the studio.
Yeah.
It was times when we went into the studio at 12 noon and didn't get out till the next morning.
Wow.
Like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So it was all studio work. I mean, you know, we kicked it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you about some of them events.
Yeah.
You know, as we, you know, get going. But it was real. Pac was real serious about this music. Yeah. And about being a team and forming a team. And, you know what I'm saying? We had meetings and we talked about a lot of things. And, wow. You know what I'm saying? And the night him and Scarface did Smile. It wasn't the first night. This was, you know, this was later on down the line after I'd already bonded with Pac, been down there a couple of times and did this and did that. So one specific time, I checked in, I'm at the hotel, and then Pac called me. He was like, yo, I'm doing a song with Face. You coming, the car service coming to get you, man. You finna come bring you down to the studio. I'm like, what? Face? Scarface? He was like, yeah. I said, man, it's on. Let's do it. So car service came pick me up. Yeah. Shot down to Can-Am. Yeah. We in there chilling, and it's a trip because Scarface drove down there.
Wow, all the way
from Texas.
What?
He drove down there. So we all chilling in the studio. Scarface say, you know, Scarface had a, you know, thump on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you couldn't get into the Death Row Studios with nothing. Nobody could get in there with no type of, you know, pistol or whatever. Yeah. So Scarface was a little upset because Scarface was like, man, this, you know, I don't go nowhere without this, man. I need to come up in there with this, man. So they kept Scarface at the door for a minute. Dang. And then they notified Pac, and then Pac was like, man, what do you mean? That's Scarface. Let him in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but to see them two dudes work together, man, and I was there. Okay. It was me, the rest of the Outlawz, Scarface. It was me, the rest of the Outlawz, Tupac. Then it was Scarface and Face Mob. Wow. So we all in the studio, we all up in there chilling, man, and it was, to see them two dudes work, man, it was real, it was amazing. What did you learn? What did you learn from them working together? From them working together, I knew that it wasn't just me that was taking long writing my verses. Yeah. You know what I mean? So Pac taught us to, you know, man, Pac taught us a lot, like to write fast. Yeah. And while you writing fast, make sure you're saying something good. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I felt a little bit more comfortable when him and Scarface did Smile, and and Pac wrote his verse, and he finished his first verse, then he went into the booth and he laid it, and Scarface was writing, and then he come out and Scarface still writing, and then Pac would start writing on the second verse.
Damn.
When Pac finished his second verse, went in the booth and laid it, and came back out, and Scarface was still writing his verse. I was like, okay, so it ain't just me then, let me know it then. And then Pac did a little joke with him, and was like, kicked his feet up, lit up a pote, and was like, man, you still writing your verse, Face? And Face kind of chuckled and was like, oh man, come on, man, ain't nobody writing as fast as you, man. I got it though, but when I'm coming though, man. Whoa. But you know, it was a real nice night, man. It was real cool, man. Everybody got the bond, everybody got the vibe with each other.
Tight.
Man, it was real decent, man. I enjoyed it. Me and Fatal got an album out right now called Outcasted Outlawz.
Okay.
It was a song that I did on one of Tupac albums called Ghetto Star.
Okay.
So I did a remix to that, put Fatal on it. It's the first song off the joint. It's
Cool.
on iTunes. Y'all can check that out. It's called Outcasted Outlawz. It's with Nuttso and Fatal. Me and Fatal, we in that joint.
Yeah.
We're working on a new album. You know what I'm saying? Second album. We probably like about halfway into it. It's almost done.
Yeah.
The first album.
Oh, you're still working on this album?
The second album.
Oh, the second album.
Yeah, the second album.
Okay.
We still working on it. The first album is already done.
Oh, okay.
Got Tupac and the rest of the Outlawz on it. Castro on it, Edie on it, Noble on it.
Yeah.
That's an album with no outside features on it.
Just Outlawz.
Just
Outlaws.
Another Outlaw.
That's dope, man.
Y'all gotta go check that out, man.
Yeah.
That album is dope.
What is the name of it again?
Outcasted Outlawz.
Outcast Outlawz. Most definitely. We can buy it on iTunes and all
man,
that.
you can buy it on iTunes.
So Google that.
You can Google that.
Okay, most definitely.
And if you can't find it, the easiest way to find it is to Google Nuttso on iTunes.
Yes.
And when you Google Nuttso on iTunes,
Nuttso on iTunes, it pops up.
All the albums pop up, including that one, Outcasted Outlaw. You know, my man Jet Gambino just walked in the building.
Big dog. Jet Black in the building, man.
What's up, money?
That was like instant call.
Nutty the balls.
When Keisha Cole blew up, where were you at, and what were you doing?
I was right there. I was right there by her side. You know what I'm saying? From day one. From
like what year?
Oh man, this was. Oh man, let me see. Yeah, like 2000. Let me see. What's this? 11. So she probably on like a fifth album, something like that.
Dang.
Yeah, fourth, fifth album. So it's like, man, we're going back to 03, 04, 05. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when she shocked the mess out of me. Right? She came with the single on the Barbershop LP. And I was at the movies. I didn't even know she was in LA and she had blew up yet.
Oh wow.
And it came on at the end of the movie. I was like, what? I said, is that what?
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was off the hook. I was like, it's legit.
So how did she end up getting on that scale?
A lot of it comes from me. You know what I'm saying? Even when back in the Death Row days, I always had. I'm gonna go back to before the Death Row days. Like Keisha I used to always bring Keisha with me everywhere I go, to the block, to the functions, everywhere.
Okay.
And then when Ham introduced me to Death Row, I brought her right with me.
Oh.
Pop, meet my little sis. This before she was singing.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I'm like, Pop.
So she really got to meet Pac before.
Yeah, she met him.
Oh,
She
man.
met him.
So the song that. Oh wow, that's tight.
Yeah. So at the time of me
crazy.
introducing her to Pac, she was developing her singing.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, and Pac told her, man, just keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up.
That's it.
So, she kept it up with the singing, and look where she at today. You know what I mean? So it's all about that hard drive push, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell everybody that's listening, like Pac told me, man, don't never give this up. If this is your heart, roll it. Y'all getting it exclusive, man. Y'all got some exclusive tracks right here, and y'all definitely is the first ones to bump that Like You with Chris Brown, Nuttso, Paul A. Starr, and Kevin McCall. Ain't no radio station in Northern California or Southern California played that radio yet.